Hi everyone, I'm Caitlin McClellan,
I'm Abe Englander.
I'm Zach Barbo.
I'm Michael Berry. And I'm Michael Gagliardi.
and our product is the Virtual Immersive Companion. So today we're going to talk about a little bit about the product and then some of our competitors, some of the market research we did, our product launch, and then some financial information at the end. So what is our product? So ViC, or Virtual Immersive Companion, is a virtual tour guide app that provides a customizable and educational experience when touring a college campus. Some of the benefits of ViC gives the user the ability to tour at their own pace instead of going with a in-person tour guide. It also allows the user to see buildings that might not be on the regular tour route. In-person tour guides also have large crowds associated with them, so ViC kind of allows you to go on your own and avoid those COVID-19 concerns. It could also be used to supplement information from an in-person tour. So maybe you didn't get everything out of it that you wanted it to, so you could use ViC to find out a little bit more. And it also provides a more customizable experience to meet the needs of the student and or parent. So say, for example, if someone was interested in Eisenberg, they could go to Eisenberg, use ViC, and it could tell them about all the clubs there, classes, and even some information about professors. So some of our goals, one of our short-term goals is to partner with like the 5 colleges that are surrounding Amherst. And by doing this, we can kind of like dip our toes into the water and kind of test out the product and see if they work with these 5 schools. And then in the next 5 years, we'd look to partner with more colleges in and around New England. And then thinking more long term, going down south and also towards the Midwest to trying to get a broad demographic.
Moving on to some of our competitors. Obviously, there's not going to be a lot of competitors because it's a pretty unique idea. But Lydia is a competitor. They're a mobile application and they use image recognition to provide the user with information regarding shown buildings. And then, of course, in-person tour guides. They're the traditional solution and they provide users with information regarding college campuses. We think that ViC really provides both the benefits of Lydia with the benefits of the in-person tour guide, as Caitlin was saying about some COVID concerns and just not getting enough information. That's where ViC comes in. It kind of gives the best of both worlds for these two competitors.
Okay, so on to the market research. We conducted surveys using Qualtrics. We had a total of 30 participants who took the survey. And also we have the data from the UMass tour surveys. So with our surveys, we found that 100% of the participants used tour guide when they were touring a campus, and that 53% of them would have found it more beneficial if they had a virtual tour guide to go along with that. 73% haven't heard of college campuses using a virtual tour guide. So this could be kind of like a market that we could penetrate and kind of leverage from, being a first mover in the sorts. 90% would also be interested in using ViC during a tour guide. So it just goes that there's interest in the product that we're trying to create. So for survey questions, what's some of the most important attributes that people look for in virtual products? Most answers were easy to use, the convenience, accessibility, personalization, quick, realistic, accurate, and easy. These are all things ViC tries to strive for. And with the UMass tour surveys, we found that 20% of participants found tours to be less than satisfactory. 30% of respondents found that the tour was not really the right length, and 24% of the respondents found it difficult to, get into a tour guide. And the most negative feedback was that they didn't see enough of the campus. So this is something that ViC could provide a solution for.
Going into the product launch and some of our target audiences, Obviously, the first target would be colleges and universities, and they would, of course, incorporate ViC into their admissions department. Uh, a example target persona could be Claire Foley, Assistant Director of Admissions, 35-year-old woman, educated at UMass, hometown at UMass, someone that's looking to bring in the next group of bright individuals who will thrive at UMass Amherst. And this is someone that would definitely be interested in our product and the expansion of our product on the campus. The next target would be parents and students. Just like target one, a lot of what we're geared toward is college campuses. So they can adopt this. These colleges can adopt this for the parents and the students, for the students that are about to be attending college. Our next target persona, Karen Daly, a loving and caring mother from Newark, New Jersey, and looking to find a college that would be safe and educational for her daughter. And ViC would help her with the tour and give her and her daughter more information. And then finally, target persona, Chad Smith, high school senior, Newton, Mass, looking to find a college that will be fun to attend and has the right major and clubs he's looking for. ViC would help him a lot. He definitely does look like a fellow Eisenbro, I must say.
All right, so how are we going to kind of position ViC within the marketplace? You know, one of the main things that we're driving here as a benefit of ViC is that users are able to conduct their tour at their own pace and truly get a full scope of the campus and really appreciate what the campus has to offer. And in par with that is that customizable aspect, that personalization of the campus tour. Like we mentioned earlier, like UMass Amherst, for example, is a fairly big campus. It would take like 3 hours to see the entire campus, hence why the tours don't necessarily go to every part of campus. Using ViC, you would be able to kind of tailor in on the specific parts of campus that you would be interested in. Like, again, for example, if you're interested in the Eisenberg School of Management, you would be able to tour the Eisenberg School of Management and other buildings that you might not be able to see on a regular campus tour. And again, to go hand in hand with that is that in doing so and in being able to kind of allow this personalization and the tailoring of this information, you allow a little bit more in-depth information where colleges and universities are allowed to upload their most up-to-date information to ViC to allow them to present to their users the most relevant, the most accurate information that might not be as readily available as in the case of using a regular tour guide. So since this is kind of not necessarily a business to business product, but definitely a tool that businesses can use, and these businesses being these colleges and universities, advertising to the consumer isn't necessarily where we want to kind of put our resources towards. Our best way to kind of gain a little bit more traction within the marketplace is going to be through these partnerships through other colleges and universities. So that's going to be reaching out to the admissions departments directly, trying to set up a demonstration, or attending some trade shows, some admissions trade shows or enrollment trade shows, something along those lines to kind of set up these one-to-one partnerships with these universities, and then kind of hope our product kind of be able to pick up steam. And our goal ultimately is to become kind of the status quo of virtual tour guides and of campus tours in general. And that's going to start by garnering these kind of important partnerships with colleges and universities to start throughout the country. So again, a couple different ways that we can kind of promote ViC. Once we kind of make this partnership, make this agreement with a college or university, they're able to kind of promote this really accessible, easy to use tool as a way to view their campus, which will hopefully allow and kind of draw in more visitors than they would normally expect. And through this, we would be able to see a lot of growth through word of mouth, and being like, parents would be looking to view other campuses and be like, oh, you guys don't have ViC, and that's kind of where we kind of get this ball rolling. In addition to that, social media, as again, a very large platform in today's world, would provide a really great opportunity for us to connect with other parents and users about their experiences using ViC, and also be able to get the idea about what ViC is out there. And using some of the in-app features of ViC will allow potential consumers to really see different reviews and kind of have an understanding of what other people's experiences, not only with ViC are, but also of the college campuses that these individuals are touring. So kind of how this goes in terms of development moving down the line, our first and foremost would be to develop the product. We're looking to generate and bring in some kind of software engineers or programmers to use this image recognition and GPS software to ultimately build this app. Obviously, we need to kind of first get that back end with the image recognition and the GPS software kind of ironed out before we develop a front end application that is forward facing for consumers. Once we have a product that is fully developed, tested, and kind of ready to be put to market, that's when we go and make those partnerships with colleges and universities. And in turn, we're hoping to kind of, again, have this snowball effect where once one college of university is able to use our product and see success with our product, because we do believe it will succeed, this will kind of get the snowball effect going, where they're able to promote ViC not only through their own admissions departments and through their own visitors, but hopefully kind of see things down the road. And that's when we can kind of have a full-scale product launch. Once we have a couple concrete case studies, so to speak, where we have some partnerships that are working really well for them, we'll be able to kind of open this thing up a little bit and kind of make our product a little bit more known, both nationwide and worldwide as well.
All right, so lastly, we're going to go over the financial aspect of ViC. And in terms of revenue streams, we're going to have two different methods of cash flow. The first one will be from universities and colleges. So for ViC, costs will be fronted by the university rather than the user monthly subscription. And the amount of money will be based on the number of users. And second, we are going to generate revenue off of advertisements. So for ViC, we'll sell ad spots on our app to key partners of the university who wish to market to parents and to students. All right, so below is some of the pricing methods that are kind of hypothetical, but that we think will benefit ViC. So for $1.30 per user, up to 300 users, that'll generate $390 per month. For $1.15 and up to 500 users, this will generate $575 per month. $1 per user for reliability guaranteed, up to 1,000 users, that'll generate 1,000 per month. And unlimited users for $1,300 per month. So some services that will be included through this paid membership. It'll include initial GPS screening and a walkthrough. It'll include an upload of university and building data to ViC servers, on-call IT help and database management, as well as continued app development to improve user experience.
Thank you.
Thank you.